Okay, so take two. I just tried to do my first video vlog and went to take a photo of where I finished up on my project for tonight and realised that I'd only taken a photo of myself. Awesome. So now I'm giving it another crack. So this is my first video vlog. I'm home by myself. I'm in my pajamas, as you can see, and I just shook the camera, sorry. I'm catching up on Flosstube. I am so far behind. It's crazy. I think you can probably hear it in the background. I have not had a lot of stitching time over the last couple of months. I've been just busy studying and working and whatever, but the last couple of weeks I've managed to get back into stitching, which has been really nice. Yeah, and like I said, I'm home by myself. Excuse me for just burping. Oh, this is a good video. The cats are quiet, the dogs are quiet, everyone's fed, we've all had dinner. I started stitching about 9:15 tonight, and I'll probably finish up soon. I'm leaving the house at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning to drive into the city for work, and then I've got my last lecture for the term tomorrow night. So that will be good. Get home probably about 11 o'clock tomorrow night, so it'll be a long day, but once it's done, that'll be good. And then I've got my last exam for this term next Thursday. Today is Wednesday. Don't know what date. Anyway, I think it's the 14th of June. So I've got my exam on Thursday next week, and then I'll be done for a couple of weeks, which will be really nice. So I'll get some more quiet stitching time, which will be good. So I've worked on a few things over the last couple of weeks, and in particular I finished off, which I posted on my Instagram, my Just Nan hedgehog. That was cute. I'm pleased that I did that. So that was good. And then now I'm I'm working on my Just Nan I think it's called Tiny Bunny Biscornu. So I'll just show you what I've done. Ooh, I want to flip the camera around, but I don't know how to do it. Maybe I can't. Apparently you can't flip the camera around when you're videoing on your phone. So anyway, I'll hold it up. So this is the first side of the biscornu. I had stitched all of it yesterday and finished off the border, and then I realised I'd added, you can see, one extra cross in the bunny's leg, which then threw out this flower, and it was sitting right on the border. So last night I picked that out, fixed the leg, and then tonight I've just restitched the little flower in. So I've just finished that. And then I'm going to start on the other side of the biscornu. I haven't made a biscornu before, but it's looking really cute so far. So I'll work on the other side of that. But I just love Just Nan stuff. It's just so sweet, so quick to stitch up, and it's so cute, and it always looks so good. So that's that. I'll show you my progress quickly on because it's out, my Brooks Books Alice in Wonderland. So, sorry about my camera work. It's really random. So I'm working on the Royal Gardener. So that's where I'm at. But it's looking great. I'm really loving the colours and the way it's turning out. Just put that back on the stand. I was working on that the other night, and then one of my cats decided that he wanted a cuddle, which was nice. I'm not going to turn down a kitty cuddle. And so I stopped working on that, and I picked up this one, which I can hold in my hand, my little one, while I stitch. And so then I've got to roll on the Just Nan, but I'd like to get the Royal Gardener done. I have not stuck to my goals, which I set to get one Brooks' book's done a month, and I haven't even started the Hawk Run Hollow charts that I wanted with my goals this year, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, so it's all good. Anyway, it's good to see this one's recording, and hopefully I'll get some more vlogs done, so I'll have some more to show you. Ciao. Hi everybody, 17th of June, and I've just been doing a couple of hours of stitching, so I thought I'd do another update. I worked for about half an hour on my Just Man Tiny Bunny Biscornu tonight, and then decided to do some work on my Brooks Books Royal Gardener. So this is where I got to. Can you see? It's not going to work very well, is it? There we go. So that's what I got done on the Tiny Bunny Biscornu. So not a lot. That was half an hour's work. That one's stitching up pretty quickly. So yeah, it's going to get done. The fun part will be trying to put the Biscornu together. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. And then I worked on my Royal Gardener. Excuse my crappy camera work. Still trying to work out how to do this with the video camera. So I will get better at this. So I did, if you can see, got the fabric here. I started filling in some of the white here, which started to get a bit tedious, and then I did some of the little white squares. I get bored very quickly doing the plain blocks of colour. They go quick, but then I get bored. So I did some of them, and I did some of that. And then that was another hour or so of stitching. And then, yeah, that was it. I spent the day studying, or the afternoon studying today, because I've got an exam on Thursday. So I didn't have as much time as I would have liked. But yeah, so I hope you're having a great day. It's 10 o'clock here now, and yeah, I'm gonna just probably go to bed soon. Bye. Hi everyone. Today's the 22nd of June. I'm just settling down to do some stitching. It's about 3:20. I had my business strategy exam this morning, which went for 3 hours. I have no idea how I went, so that'll be interesting. But I never know, so yeah. I'm at my mum's house. Craig and I had my exam this morning, and this weekend Craig and I booked a hotel in the city. So we're spending Friday night, Saturday night in the city, which will be nice. We're going to the theatre on Friday night, so tomorrow night, and then Saturday we're going to go to the football, and going to do a little bit of shopping, and yeah, whatever else takes our fancy. Go out for dinner on Saturday night, and we've got late checkout on Sunday morning, so that'll be good. So we're staying at my mum's tonight, and we've dropped all the animals down here. So I've got to work tomorrow, but Craig's got the day off, so it's sort of a funny weekend. I feel like it's a long weekend, but I've got one more day. I've got a day off, a day of work, and then 2 days out. So it'll be really nice. I've just started working on my travel cross stitch, which is my May Gibbs Wattle Babies. I've just spent about 15 minutes unpicking from this section here. I was stitching this when my mum was showing me travel photos of one of her trips on her laptop, and couldn't watch photos, listen to her, and count at the same time. So I stuffed up all sorts of... Oh, there's Maestro. Maestro. Hey, Danielle, what you doing? Maestro. What you doing? You want to come and say hello? Hello. Maestro's a bit freaked out. He's because he's down at Mum's where we brought the cats down, the 2 cats and the 2 dogs. So he's, even though he knows everyone and he's been here a million times, he has a mental breakdown every time we bring him down. So he's a bit wired at the moment. But anyway, he'll get over it. He's better than he used to be. So, you know. Yeah, so anyway, I got distracted. So I'm working on wattle babies. So you can see, started on the back stitching. And I'm working on the leaf. And so I'm just going to keep working on that now that I've unpicked the bit that I've unpicked. I think it's going to stitch up pretty quickly. It doesn't take long. It's just on the called for fabric that comes with the kit. And it's perfect because I don't have to, it's got the little thread cards with all the threads on them. So I don't have to muck around picking out my threads and working out what I need to bring, and then bringing all my floss boxes because I can never be bothered picking out just the individual colours. So yeah, so it's a great little kit. I've got a couple of other ones. I'm slowly collecting them all. I've got delphinium babies, flax, I think it's called flax babies, but there's some more others that I need, some other ones. I need sweet pea babies. I've got the gumnut baby ones, the gum nuts, and I want to get the welcome one. And Ophelia as well. That one's gorgeous. But one at a time. I'll stitch them up. Stitch up the ones I've got, and then I'll get some more. Get the other ones. So yeah. So that's what I'm working on. Exam done. Relaxing time. Sitting on the couch with a blankie and the heater on because it's cold here in Melbourne. And the dogs are inside. Been to the supermarket and got the food for dinner tonight. Craig's parents are coming over to have dinner as well with Mum and Craig and I, so that'll be nice. And that's about it. So I hope you're having a lovely day, and you get lots of stitching done. Ciao. Hi everyone, it's about 6:15 on the 1st of July. Saturday night here, and I'm just doing some stitching. I'm working on my Isabella's garden. It's been an enormous week at work this week, and it's going to be a big week next week, so I'm feeling pretty tired. Did some work today from home, and then finally got down to do some stitching about 4:30. At the moment, last night and today, the stitching that I've done so far, I've been working on my Isabella's garden. Sucking the life out of me, honestly. Doing the skin 1/1, and it's probably the first and the last time I will ever do a mirabilia or a lavender and lace with skin 1/1. It is so tedious. Ugh. Yeah, I could have had this project finished ages ago, but I just doing the skin 1/1 is just killing me. So I've been procrastinating about it and putting it off, and haven't done anything. So I finally decided to pick it up. I don't know who I was watching, someone, and they find skin exceptionally bad. It might have been Danielle from Stitcherista. And she was saying she does a little bit of skin. Someone was saying they do a little bit of skin and then a little bit of normal other stuff, other stitching. And so that's what I've decided to do, and at least I'm stitching. I've started the face and started her. I stitched up Actually, I might pause it and turn it around so that you can see what I'm talking about. I'd originally done most of the hand, but I had a lot to fill in. And I'd done this little dark bit. So last night what I decided to do was stitch up the dark bit so that I could get to the hair, because that's the last. I've done all of the other normal stitching, so to speak, except for one more bubble over here. So last night I stitched up, and then as I was doing a colour I did a bit more of it so that I could get to the you know, normal 2/2 stitches, and I did the dark brown bit, and then a little bit of the lighter colour, I think. Hey meow, what you doing? This is Rangy. Excuse my hand. Meow. Oh no, it's not. It's Ollie. Looking at my cat through the camera, and I got completely mixed up about which cat it was. Oh no, it is Rangy. What am I talking about? Can't tell my own cats apart. What a nutbag. The light shining on his chin is making him look different. So this is Rangy. Rangy's 13, and he's a big ginger boy. I love Rangy so much. He's so beautiful. He's a handsome boy. Aren't you, darling? Meow. So I've stitched, so last night I stitched that bit, and then today I've alternated between stitching some of the other hair, her hair, and finishing off the hand, which is good because I've actually got the hand done, and I thought I was never going to even get that finished, so it's worked well. So I'm going to keep persevering in that light, I think, tonight, and then I'll see what I feel like doing tomorrow. I really want to start something new, but I really don't. I want to start something new because it's just like everything I'm stitching at the moment is so tedious. Yeah, because everything I'm stitching is so tedious. I want to start something new, but I don't want to start anything new until I get some projects finished. So I'm thinking, so I'm going to try really hard to get this one done. Once I get her head done, I've just got some beading to do and it's finished, so I'll do that. And I'm also working on my Just Nan Royal Gardener at the moment, and that's just great big slabs of white, and that's not the most exciting thing to stitch either, so it's easy for me to want to start something new, but I'm going to wait. I want to get this one done, then finish Royal Gardener, and then hopefully, if I can persevere, get them done, because I've got Villa Mirabilia on, like, started as well, which I'd like to get finished. So we'll see. I really want to get some projects finished so I can hang them up on the wall and then maybe get them framed, which would be really nice. So we'll see. I don't know. So anyway, this is my Saturday night. Craig's gone down to the football, watch the local football, Aussie football, not soccer. He's having a couple of drinks. I think he's going to be home about 7:30, and we'll cook dinner. So yeah, big week, but at least it's a nice quiet weekend, just sitting at home, staying home. I plan on just relaxing and stitching for the rest of today and tomorrow. I think Kay from Kay's Cross Stitch called it something like a hermit and stitch weekend or something like that. You don't go out. I'm going to try and go out as little as possible. Do a little bit of cleaning tomorrow, and yeah, that's it. Get ready for a big week. I start my term 3 for my MBA this week coming, so I've got a Thursday night class again, which is just going to be, it's going to get tiring. It's a shitty subject, global business economics. Ugh. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. So that's not going to be, I'm not looking forward to that. But we're also going to start doing yoga on a Tuesday night, Craig and I. So that'll be fun. I need to start exercising again, and I love yoga. I love it so much. It's so much fun. So I've got that to look forward to this term. So that, I think that starts the 17th of July. So a couple more weeks, and then we're going to start doing yoga. So that'll be good. Get exercising. Yeah. So all good. Anyway, I hope you're having a lovely stitchy night. And I'm going to try and do a video tomorrow as well, hopefully. I was hoping to do one today maybe, but when I had to do work and stuff, it just got too much. And I got too tired, so got too drained. So hopefully I'll get to do a video tomorrow. I'll do an update of the things that I've been working on and get that uploaded. Anyway, I hope you're having a great stitchy night, and I'll probably do something else tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone. It's Sunday about 10 to 1 and I'm just getting ready to settling down to start doing some stitching. My goal today is to finish off all the stitching in Isabella's garden. I am so close. I'm nearly done. I just need to finish the 1/1 stitching through here on her cheek, and the 1/1 stitching down the back of her neck here, and just a little bit in here. So I'm almost done with the 1/1 stitching, and then just finish off a little bit of her hair. I think there's a bow or a ribbon in her hair, and the rest of her hair, and then a little ribbon, and then and there's one last bubble over here that I've got to do. So I'm so close. I really want to finish the stitching on this weekend. I'm watching Harry Potter movies, stitching. We've been to the grocery store and got a couple of things for breakfast and lunches. We did that house cleaning yesterday and did all the chores. Craig's going to do his things. The dogs are fed. Rangy's up there cleaning himself. He's unhappy. He's just had his ears washed out, so he's madly cleaning himself. We thought we got over the last of his infection, his ear infection, and then yesterday he had the lopsided ear look. So we've washed his ears out this morning. It takes two of us. It takes Craig and I to do it because he's such a big, strong, muscly cat. Rangy, you okay? You mad? Yeah, so he gets it everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So he's a bit mad. So that was a bit disappointing, because it means that if the infection has come back, we're going to have to start ear drops again, which is just a real pain. But hopefully he's just got some goop in there, and if we wash them out, they'll be fine. So yeah, so that's my plan for today. I'm going to get started stitching, try and finishing this 1/1 here and here, and then finish off the hair. And then she's done. Then I've got to do the back stitching, and then a little bit of beading, but not too much beading. Some beading through here. I think there's some around the bubbles, and the bottom part of her dress. And then it's done. I can get it ironed, and then that's another finish. So I'm very excited. So the weather outside is a bit overcast. Show you. That's through our back door. Bit overcast, a bit cloudy, it's a bit windy. So yeah, I've got my coffee, got my soda water, my mineral water, so I'm going to get stitching. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll do another update hopefully when I finish this at the end of the day. Ciao. Okay, so I'm pretty happy. It's 9 o'clock on Sunday night. I've stitched for about 7 hours today, and I've got all of the stitching done. As you can see, I've finished all the 1/1 stitching that was through here, and then finished off her hair and ribbons and all of that, and put in the last bubble, and which I didn't even expect to do, I've actually managed to do the back stitching. So, and it looks so sweet. I'm so pleased with it. So yeah, I'm really happy. So now all I've got to do is do the last bit of beading, which I'll probably do, that'll be next weekend. That won't be this weekend. And then I've got another finish. Looks so great. I'm so pleased. And I've got my stitchy buddy back. Rangy's back. He's got over his ear wash and he's here. He's settled down for a cuddle. Rangy. Hey. You want to say hello? Rangy. Hey, meow. Nah, he's not going to turn around. So yeah, I'm very happy. Thought I'd never get this project done, and I thought I'd never get the skin 1/1 done. So pretty awesome. Alright, enjoy your night everybody, and hopefully next weekend I'll have the beading done and then I'll do a video. Ciao. Hello everyone. So I'm just getting settled to do some stitching. Rangy's here with me. He's decided that he doesn't like my headphones and he's going to try and eat them. Don't chew them. He's not happy with the competition of cross stitching, so he's decided to be cheeky. He went to the vet today and got his ears checked again to make sure he didn't have more of an ear infection, and then still come back normal. So I think he's feeling a bit fragile, like he needs a bit of a cuddle. He's been very, very clingy. But he's a healthy 7.7 kilos. So he's not wasting away to nothingness. And he's ready to settle in for a bit of stitching. It's about 6:30 here. I worked today. It's been a huge week at work this week. Lots of extra time, and we're just so flat out. I went in today as well and did some work, so that was busy. But I'm home now. We've been for a walk on the beach with the dogs, and now we're settling down to do some stitching. And then in a bit, when the football's over, when Craig's finished watching the football, we're going to do some dinner. And I'm about to start tackling the beading on Isabella's garden. Hopefully I'll get that finished this weekend. I'm just going to start watching some Flosstube, some of Kay's cross stitch. Except it's doing something weird, which I'm not sure what's going on there, but anyway, I'll fix that. So yeah, that's my little post. Hopefully if I get all my stitching done, hopefully I'll get all my beading done tomorrow, and that'll be really good. So Rangy settled down and everyone else is settled, and yeah, that's it. I hope you're having a wonderful stitching night. Bye. Hi everyone, welcome to, I don't know where my last video was. So welcome to my latest video, The Simple Stitcher. Thank you for joining me. I've done a little bit. I've achieved a few things. I hope you enjoyed the vlog that I had a crack at doing over the last month or so. First attempt, but it was good. It was nice to do little updates of what I was stitching when I was stitching it, and then it's given me the motivation to jump on and do this proper full-length video. So yeah, it's been good. It's been a busy few months. I started a new job and didn't have a lot of stitching time for a bit before I started this job. So I had a couple of months where I basically didn't do very much stitching at all, and then even though I've had this new job, I've been able to fit stitching time in, which has been good. So even if it's just on the weekend, you know, I get the house chores done, and then I've been able to sit down and do some stitching, which has been wonderful. Not so much in the evenings. I get home pretty late, but if I'm lucky, I might get a little bit in, maybe half an hour or 45 minutes or something. But yeah, it's been good. So I've got a couple of finishes, a couple of teeny tiny little finishes, and then one bigger finish, which I'm excited about. And I've made some progress on my whips, so I'll get to show you them. And because it's been such a long time since I did my last video, I've got a bit of haul. I don't know, not sure if it's all of what I've bought, but I haven't bought too much stuff. I've tried not to spend too much on stitching lately. So yeah, not too much stuff, considering how long it's been since I did my video. So I guess I'll start with whips. So I spent some time on my wattle babies, May Gibbs wattle babies. And this is what I've done. So that's coming along. I think the last time I showed it to you, I might have done the babies and the wattle, other bit of wattle, and since then I've added some of the leaf, and started on the little bug. The back stitching on that little bug though, on the chart, it's pretty unclear, so it's going to be a little bit tricky, I think. And I did stuff up these, I might run out of thread. These blue bits, they're supposed to be half stitch, I think. One strand, and I did them full cross 2 strands because I didn't read the chart properly, but that's alright. If I run out of thread, I'll just add some because it's a kit. They're kits, so if I run out of thread, I'll just add some. So that's alright. So that's coming along. Considering I only stitch on this basically when I go to my mum's or somewhere, and don't do a lot, or just a little bit here or there, it's stitching up pretty quickly, and they're so cute. I love these. So I'm slowly collecting these. But yeah, so that one's coming along. So I spent a couple of hours on that. This one's really good as a little travel kit because it's got all the pre-sorted threads, so I don't have to, because I just keep all my threads in my big plastic containers. I don't split them up based on project. So this one's really good because I just have all the little pre-sorted threads in my little baggie with the chart. This is a You So and So bag, and it's easy. And then all I've got to do is pick up my scissors and my needle and thread heaven and highlighters and my frame, the Q-snap that I put it on, and yeah, it's easy. Works really well. So I'm slowly working through that one. Spent a little bit of time on that, but not a lot. I really need to try and get myself a tripod, I think. Camera slips. Okay, then the other project that I worked on, another one I worked on, which I'll just take off the Q-snap, it's a bit squished, was, goodness, my Just Nan Tiny Bunny Biscornu, which is one of the more recent of the Just Nan charts that have been released. It's really pretty. I haven't done a Biscornu before, so it's going to be interesting to see how I go assembling that. And this is what I've done. It's very pretty. So I've done the first half, the first side. The little bunny rabbits. Stitches are a bit squished from the Q-snap. So that's nice with the little flowers. I did stuff up the bottom, that bottom flower. I put one stitch too many in the rabbit's leg. They're little rabbits if you can't tell. Might be a bit hard. And then that threw the flower right off on the border, so I just unpicked the rabbit and restitched in the flower. And then I've started on the second side, which is nice. So I've stitched that side with the little bunnies. Now I'm working on this one with the like daffodils or something, and the little white bunny faces. So that's a nice little one when I'm a bit tired and I don't feel like doing anything too complicated in terms of stitching, and I can just hold it in my hand. I don't need a big frame or anything like that. So yeah, I spent a bit of time on that. So that's nice. And then now, I don't know if in my last video, I'm not sure if my last video that I did was in February or not, or if I've done one since then. So if I've already shown you this, just ignore it. I finished the Cheshire Cat. I finished that in March, and I love him. He's my favourite so far. He's just so cool, so beautiful. And then I've made a start on the Royal Gardener. The white's a bit tedious though. I'm not good at doing great big blocks of the same colour. They're a bit boring. But anyway, I'm getting through it. I'll get it done. And he should be pretty cool. And then that'll be all the 4 on that side. I'll have done White Rabbit, Queen of Hearts, Cheshire Cat, and the Royal Gardener. Oh, I think it's 3 and 3. And then I think it's the Mad Hatter. And then Alice in Wonderland. Alice. On this level, I think. But I bought myself, I haven't got it here. We had a weekend in the city, in the CBD, about the last weekend of June. So about 3 weekends ago. And Morris & Sons, I was part of the pre-June, so there was all the sales on. And Morris & Sons had a sale on, they had 20% off. They don't have any cross-stitching stuff anymore. They've only got kits, and they're so expensive. Oh gosh. So they didn't have any threads, they didn't have any charts, they only had kits, but they did have frames, and they had another big meter long cross stitch frame or embroidery frame. One of the ones you got a based, but that's alright. And it was like 20% off, so I think I paid $70 or $80 for the frame. So I bought that, and I'm going to put this on it. I'm going to stretch it out because this one doesn't fit on any of the frames I've got, except for the 1 meter one that I've got. But I've got my chatelaine on it, so, and once it charts on there, I'm not taking them off the basted ones until they're finished. So that was good. So I got that big frame, so I'm going to take this one off the Q-snap. I might do that today, I'll see. Feeling pretty tired, so I will see. But yeah, we'll be taking this one off this Q-snap and putting it onto the meter scroll frame, and then that will be good. So I'll be able to see all that I'm stitching, and the stitches won't get squashed. That'll just be nice. So I'm doing that. So I spent some time on that. The Cheshire Cat, got my trusty diary. So the Cheshire Cat took me 41 hours to stitch. And so far on the Royal Gardener, I've spent 8 hours, 45 minutes. So nearly 9 hours. So that stitching's taken me 9 hours. So yeah, really, it's good. I'm really enjoying this. So that's that one. And then the other one that I worked on, the last one I worked on, was my chatelaine. I didn't work on it a lot, but I did do some. I stitched in this silver petite treasure braid silver border, and then I did some more of the finished off. I think I'd probably done that, some of the, started the top meadow, finished the top meadow, did the second part of the second meadow, yeah, and then started working on this part of the meadow down here. But when I started it, I stitched the umbrels, those orange umbrels last, and I stitched all the green bits first and then the ferns. And then what I found was it looked funny because I think in the chart the umbrels sit behind at a distance from the grassy greens in the front. So I had the short bits ending, you know, middle of these green bits, and it just looked odd. So what I did was, you can't really see it, but I cut the threads for the umbrels, and then it was just these first 4 that I'd done. Cut them, unpicked, just pulled them back through, and then slid a new stem through underneath the leaves. I didn't unpick anything else, just the orange, the brownie orange of these ones. and slid them under the existing grasses so that it looked right. And then the rest, like this one, this section here, I stitched those first. And yeah, it just looks better. And the other thing I did was I made a change on the chart, because you can see here that the flowers are blue, and here, because the colour that it called for in the chart just blended into this fabric too much and you couldn't see it. So I just went through and picked another colour out of the kit that Martina had included, and switched it out. So now it's like a variegated bluey green. I think it was a water lilies one, and I'm really pleased with it. I think it looks nice. Adds a nice contrast. So yeah, very happy with this. So now that I've finished my other project, I'll start doing that. I was relieved when I did this border, because when you do the chart, the borders across like about 5 pages or something crazy, 5 or 6 pages, and it's hard enough getting a border to line up and relying on your counting when you can see it all on the one page. But when it's across, like you've got this snippet on, you know, this much on one page, and then you might have that much on another page, and then you've got that much on another page, and you know, just sections, lining it up. I was like, oh, holy crap, there's a good chance I'm going to stuff this up. But luckily enough, I was really pleased. I didn't, and it lined up first go. So that was like winning the lottery. I was like, woohoo. So that was good. So that's coming along. So I'll finish the internal meadow, and then there's some big fern fronds, I think, curls that go in. So I get them done and then start working on the wider part. But yeah, really pretty, really happy with this. It's looking great. But I've got to be in the right frame of mind to do these ones, because I've got to have my laptop out for the colour chart, then I've got to have the paper chart that I mark on, then I've got to interpret Martina's instructions, and then I've got to get it onto the fabric. So this is not something that I do when I'm tired. This is something that I do when I've got lots of energy. So yeah, but it's good. So got some work done on that, and that's all the whips. That's all my whips. Let's pop that back over there. I think that's all my whips. So yeah, that's it. And then I've got a, sorry about that, I've got a sore foot. I don't know what I did to it yesterday. I don't know, when I went to bed it was aching on the top of my foot. Anyway, every now and then it happens. I think I step funny and I strain like one of the tendons or something, or a muscle on the top of my foot, and I just moved my foot with my legs crossed. I got my legs crossed and I just moved my foot, put pressure on it, and it was quite sore. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so I think I will do, so I'll show you my finishes now. So I've got 3 finishes. I've got 2 Just Nan smalls, and I managed, if you've followed me on Instagram, you would have seen I finished Isabella's garden, which was very exciting. And so the first Just Nan finish that I had was my little bluebird tweet. Doesn't stand up. His little legs, he's a bit wonky. I had a bit of trouble securing his little legs inside his body, so he's not the most, he's a little bit wonky, and he's supposed to have a little berry bead under his nose, but when I was finishing him I dropped the berry bead and then couldn't find it, so that's alright. So that's little bluebird tweet. It's very pretty with these little pink beads, you can see them. So it's sweet. I like the way he turned out. I just have him sitting on my bedside table, propped up. He's actually poked into the into a book with his little feet like that, so that he stays upright. So yeah, but he's cute. It was pretty easy to put together, other than getting his little legs secured, which I didn't manage to do very well. But that's alright. And he took me all up. So I'd already started him before I was tracking the time that I was spending on what I was stitching. So when I finished him in April, I spent 6 hours when I was tracking him. And that included finishing him. But I think I'd pretty much already stitched a lot of it prior to that. And then I just had some stitching to finish, a little bit of stitching to finish off in the beading, which took like 5 minutes because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beads on each side. And then finishing him, which did take a little bit of time. So yeah, so that was him. And then the other one that I stitched and finished was my little Just Nan hedgehog, and he is just so cute. He's got his little spines, his little pins as his little spines, and his little leaf, which I just super glued that on. No matter how many times I use super glue, and I use it all the time, I always stick my fingers together. It's like you get a little bit on your finger and you go, oh yeah, just rub it. Ding, ding. And then you're like, oh no. You've got to pull them apart. So annoying. And I never learn. So I just super glued his little leaf to his chest. And that stayed on pretty well. Not that I pull it. He had a little bit of beading. He's got some little beads, the black beads. But he's really cute. I love him. Got his little weight stitched on his bum. For some reason I had a bit of trouble finishing him. I don't know why. I've done enough of these little round Just Nan's little critters to know what I'm doing, but for some reason I just couldn't join the dots when I was finishing him in it. But finally I got him, and he looks right. So yeah, he's very cute, and I'm very pleased. So that was him, and he took me to stitch and finish 10 hours and 15 minutes. So that was stitching him, beading, and then finishing. So that was good. They're such good little projects. And then I finished, which I was very excited about. Now this, I didn't track this for the whole time either, so I only tracked this, I don't know at what point I started. I've got 63 hours and 30 minutes on this. It's Isabella's Garden. And I finished Isabella's Garden. It's all done. I finished it off last night about, it was 11:15. I finished the beading. I stitched the skin 1/1, and I nearly went crazy until I was watching someone's video. I thought I'd never finish it, honestly. I was so sick of stitching skin 1/1. And I thought, I'm never going to get this done. And it was just ordinary. And then I was watching someone's video. It might have been Danielle Jones on Stitcherista, and she was saying she doesn't stitch the skin at 1/1, but she hates the skin, and or whoever it was saying, so they do a little bit of skin and then a little bit of something else. And of course I'd stitched all down here, and then I only had the skin and the head to do. But what I did was, I thought, oh, that's a really good idea. So I did finish the hand. My cats are in here. They've been trapped. 2 of my cats are trapped in here because I've shut the door, and they were hiding in here and I didn't know. So now they have to wait till I go out. I'll open the door, and so now they're annoying each other and scrapping. So what I did was I stitched up the back of her neck so I could get to the head, the hair, which was I stitched just normal. And then did a little bit of hair, a little bit of skin, a little bit of hair, a little bit of skin, and then I got through it, which was great. So I really like the effect of the skin 1/1. It's beautiful, but it's too much to do all in one go or leave it to the end. It's like never get the chart finished. So from now on I would always sort of start around where the skin is, and then I think it's my plan of action, but you know, we'll see. And then I would do a little bit of skin, a little bit of colour. Maestro, what are you doing? A little bit of skin, a little bit of 2/2. and get it done. And the beading took no time. So there's beading through here, tiny bit here and here, and then a little bit of beading under here along the bottom of her dress. And then I did that last night in about 3 hours or something, 4 hours. So the beading on this does not take long at all. So yeah, very pleased. It needs an iron. Probably frame it myself or try. I don't know. I don't think I've got them. I don't think I want to spend the money at the moment. Sorry, I'm just going to blow my nose. My nose is running. I don't think I want to spend the money on framing at the moment. So I'll probably save my money and have a crack at framing this myself. But it's very sweet, very pretty. Colours are lovely. I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. So yeah, 63 hours, but I already done a fair bit on that already when I decided to finish it up. But yeah, good. Really happy. So that's that. I don't know what I'm going to work on. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I've got Villa Mirabilia to finish off. But I've just done, like, I just finished Halloween Fairy by Nora Corbett. I've just finished Isabella's Garden, which is another person, another girl. And then I'm like, oh, if I finish off Villa Mirabilia, like, I make that a focus. Ollie, don't scratch the carpet. Ollie. Scratching at the door. If I do Villa Mirabilia, then that's another lady. And I'm like, oh, how many ladies do I want to finish off? So I might not do that. I'm definitely going to put my Brooks books on the bigger frame and focus on getting them done. I was hoping to get one done a month at the start of the year. That was my plan. But that hasn't happened. So I might make that a little bit more of a focus piece and maybe do a bit of a catch up on them and get some more of those done, because it looks really great. Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna just give me 2 minutes. I'm just gonna have to let my cat out because he's scratching at the carpet. What you doing? How'd you go? Okay, I'm back. Oh, excuse the close up. You right, Angie? You can come in. Mustro, you can go out. It's like you open the door and everyone who's out wants to come in, and everyone who's in wants to go out. So it's like, it's a cat highway at the moment. So yeah, I don't know. I might do that. Focus on Brooks books and get some more of my Chatelaine done on the weekends when I'm a bit fresher and I've got, you know, a bit more time to sit, when I've got the time to sit down and do some of that. And then, so I might not put anything else on a frame. And then I've also got my Heaven and Earth Design carousel horse, which I haven't worked on for quite some time, and that's different. Like, that's a horse, so I might do that. So I might have a break from the people and do other things. So we'll see. And I'll finish off my Just Nan Biscornu. So yeah, I don't think I'll put Villa Mirabilia on a frame at the moment. Gee, there's some nice ones though, Mirabilias, that I would like to. I like the Bluebird's Princess. That's so pretty. I love that mermaid with the dark blues and the little seahorses and the purples in it and that sort of thing. It's just so pretty. Really been really tempted now that I've just finished one to get that. And then Angel of Love, I also love that one. And then Angel of Dreams and Angel of Peace, those two as well. I love both of them, but they're more people, so I'm like, yeah. So, and I've got Petal Fairy as well, which I haven't stitched yet. I've got the two little snow kids in the snow. I've got the sandcastle with the kids, the seaside, the sea castle one. So, and then I've got Earl Grey tea or tea time. So I've got a few that I haven't even stitched yet. So I'm sort of loath to. And I've got Ashley's Roses as well, which is another lovely one. And then I've got Lavender and Lace ones as well. Hello, Rangy. Rangy's just come up to say hello. Rangy went to the vet yesterday and got his ear checked. And he might have something in it, so we've got to wash his ear out. He had an ear infection, which we dealt with. The ear infection's gone. But, oh, Rangy. Don't stand on the cross stitch. Off. It's just walking all over my cross stitch. But he's got, his ear infection's gone, but he might have a seed or something in there. So we've got to wash it out every 2 to 3 days for a couple of weeks and see if it clears up, comes out. Otherwise, we're going to have to knock him out. He's going to have to get knocked out, and they're going to have to go in with a, you know, and have a look under anaesthetic right into his ear, which is a pain. Because he's 13 as well, so he's getting old. So you don't want to just knock him out for, you know, no reason. But anyway, so hopefully washing it every couple of days will, washing it out every couple of days will solve the problem. But so he's just prowling around. So don't stand on that again. Come on. It's okay. It's alright. I didn't mean to scare you. Come here, you can come back. You just don't... That's alright. I just didn't want you to stand on it. Now it's got the shits on. Yeah, so anyway. So then the next thing would be haul. So let me just pop that over there. Yeah, spilling it everywhere. Okay. Oh, good Lord. I just need to. Oh, that. Anyway, excuse my. So sorry. Excuse my Ignore my jolts of pain. Okay. So I bought in another a while ago, which I would have shown in another video. I got some of the hot pink silk from Colour Cascade Fabrics. I saw this and I just loved it. But then I'm like, so I just wanted to stitch one thing in like this one colour, like just stitch the one colour. And then I couldn't work out what I was going to stitch with it. Because I'm not into, I don't really like, you know, you get all the monochrome patterns, but they're just repeats. They're repeats of, like, I don't know, different stuff. And they're really nice, but it's not something that I want to stitch. So I've been umming and ahhing and searching around and looking and come back. I've had my eye on this chart that I'm going to show you that I bought, that I'm going to stitch this with for quite some time, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know if it was going to work. And then there were things that I saw that I liked that were monochrome, but then hot pink. I'm like, what the hell? I can't stitch them in hot pink. Like, there was these really beautiful monochrome Halloween type ones and other things, but they just don't work in hot pink. And I'm like, oh shit. So I ummed and ahed, and then finally I bit the bullet and I decided to get this chart. I got Koi Fish by Ajasage Designs, and it's done in black, and I'm like, oh, is it going to look shit in pink? You know, how's it going to look? Is it going to look crap? And then I thought, I've mulled over it for so long, and I've been wanting to use this, and then I thought, because I thought, nah, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, well, you know, so what? So be it. So I'm going to stitch this fish, blackwork fish, in hot pink. So it'll be really interesting to see how it turns out on this Sparkly's 32 count Belfast linen, Gothic, which I bought not knowing what I was going to stitch it with. So I'm going to stitch that, do that. So I'm going to do that fish in hot pink on that fabric. So we will see how it turns out. It could be a resounding success, or it could be an unmitigated disaster. But either way, I'm going to give it a go. I have to work out how much of this piece of fabric I need as well. I don't know how much I need, because this is a 27 by 27 piece fabric, so it's pretty big. It's beautiful, like dark, oh, you know, dark sky, universe type, beautiful colours. The other thing I just thought of I could stitch on it was the Mirabilia. Or is it lavender and lace? The one with the lady that stares up at the stars. But I've done enough ladies. And I can always order another piece of this fabric if I decide that I want to do that. So, I'm going to have a crack at stitching, I think this. I do also have a blue, just a pure blue. But I'm thinking I like the contrast between the black and well, not the black, the bluesy blacks, greys, and the hot pink better than the more blue type colour. So we'll see. So I'm going to do that. So we'll see how that turns out. So that was my acquisition, the chart. I bought the chart as a PDF. I had already bought the fabric and the threads. Then I also bought, I'm just going to put this in here. Then I also bought some charts that were going, just then was discontinuing. So I bought Spooky Spirits of Tombstone Hill. I think this is being discontinued, or I just saw it and decided to get it anyway because I've always had my eye on it. I don't know. It's got the pin. I think it's being discontinued, but you can still get it. Like 1, 2, 3 Stitches got it. I saw it and things like that. So I got that. I got catnip tea. I saw this and thought it was cute. It's hard to see the detail because it's very fine, but they're cats. They're cats there. And then it's got just some fine stitching and back stitching and that, so that's pretty. And then I got Leave It Green, Leave the Earth a Little Greener, which I think is really beautiful. These all came with the embellishments. Then I got Memories. These were all going out of print. You can still get them on eBay and that, but I decided before everyone, you know, as soon as things go out of print, everyone hikes up the prices and straight away everything's like 10 times more expensive. So I grabbed them now. So I got Memories, which is just beautiful colours, and it says every stitch holds a memory. I thought that was nice. I've had my eye on that one. And then I got this one. I love this one. Plant Kindness. Plant kindness and harvest the fruit. And it's got little veggies and gardeners and plants and strawberries and that. I thought that was lovely. I got that one. And then I've got the 2 that are available at the moment of this Mouse in a House by Just Nan. So I got Summer Mouse in a House. And I got the the needle keep that goes with it, which I've been using. I'm always losing my needles. And I got the needle keep. I thought, I'll get the needle keep, and it's the best thing I've ever done. I just poked my Maestro, what are you doing? I just put my needles now when I'm finished using them at the end of the night or day or whatever in the needle keep, and then it's magnetic, and then I attach it to my lamp and it clips closed. I don't have to worry about the cats eating the needles, anyone stepping on them or sitting on them or anything like that. So brilliant. I only need one, so I got that one. So I've got that. It came with the fabric and the embellishments and some cardboard for finishing, whatever. And then I got Spring Mouse in a House as well, which has the fabric and all the finishing stuff as well. So they're cute. And I got the pin. So the Biscornu, the tiny bunny Biscornu that I showed you that I'm working on, I think that came with one of these. I think it was this one, but not with it. Separate chart that I had to pay for, but it was part of that release. And then I got the pin for the Bosconu. Yeah, I think it was this one. I don't know. With the little bunny, which is really cute. So I got them. So they're my acquisitions. And that's it. So I've just got to work out what I'm going to stitch and how I'm going to set up my stitching now going forward for the next little bit. And I got a pretty exciting win on eBay Friday, which I paid for. I won, and it's being shipped. So when that comes, I will show you. I'll wait until it gets here. I don't want to jinx anything. It's a chart that I've been looking for a very, 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 very long time, as in years. Finally got my hands on a copy. So I'll wait for that to arrive, and then I will show that in my next video, which I'm very excited about. That's the dog. We've got a child gate at the top of the stairs, so she can't walk on the carpet into where the bedrooms are. And she's sitting at the child gate, sooking, if you can hear her. She's not neglected. Craig is downstairs doing his thing, but she's just decided she wants to be here with me. So anyway, but I'm at 38 minutes, and I'm going to add in the vlog at the start of this, so it'll easily, I think it'll get pretty close to an hour, so I don't want to keep going for too much longer. So I hope you've enjoyed my video. It was really nice to share what I've been stitching with you all again, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you like the vlogs. I think I'll keep doing that. That's like, it keeps me motivated, and it's a little bit of fun as I'm sitting down to stitch. So I'm going to do that. I'm very excited about my finish. I'm going to see if I can work out how to lace them myself, watch some YouTube videos, and frame them. And that's it. So I hope you're having a wonderful stitchy weekend. Sunday here, about I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to go sit down and do some stitching. I'm trying to catch up on Flosstube. When I was too busy to do stitching, I wasn't watching Flosstube either, and I've just got behind, and I just can't catch up. So I've been madly watching Flosstube, so I'm going to sit down and watch some more Flosstube and stitch, and catch up on what everyone else is doing. And yeah, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for watching my videos, and I will hopefully see you in the not too far future. Bye.